really didn't know where I wanted to film this video because my whole house is an absolute mess, which is quite rare coming from me. But I just started to do a lot more things in the community a lot. I'm trying to get out more, my mum likes to say, recommended by my doctor, with a few referrals from my doctors to different places. And I don't know if it's the ADHD brain, but I can't balance. I'm finding it really hard to balance everything. And so this video is, I'm doing this at about 9:15 at night, which may seem really early for someone in their mid-20s on a Thursday night. But I've just taken my medication, which is a sedating medication prescribed by my doctor because I really struggle with insomnia. And I'm feeling really out of it, but this video has to be done today. No ifs, no buts, it has to be filmed today. So I've got other projects that I'm working on my table, and just thought I would give that disclaimer before I film this video. So today is going to be a what's in my backpack video. It's really a bad angle actually, isn't it? But this is the best lighting I can get for the time of night that it is. I've been recording different things all day, hence why you may see different videos of me in this exact outfit. This is actually, it's not a plain jacket. This is, just thought I'd shout it out, AJR Bummerland merch. And then it's got the thing on the back, the little flamingo with the car, which someone at the community centre thought was a Volkswagen like camper van, and she was telling me on how she loves Volkswagens so much that she gave her child the same initials as Volkswagen, and that she wants to buy one day and go travelling in it. I'm like, oh my god, same. Like, for those who don't know, if you've read my website you may know, but my dream when I was a teenager, before I got severely anxious and unwell and all that, I was still unwell then, but not to the point. I thought I'd be better by now, is pretty much what I'm saying, not worse. But my dream was to either get a Volkswagen, or if that was out of the budget, to convert a van. And like, this was going back to the whole like zero waste movement time and the minimalism movement time, which is something I still am a part of, but the world doesn't seem to be going in that direction anymore. But everyone was like buying a van and living in it, and I was like, oh my god, that is an absolute dream. I don't have a driver's license yet, I have a provisional license. But that's pretty much what my dream was. And where was I got to in this story? And so she thought it was a Volkswagen, but it's not. It's kind of like a weird, like, American car. I don't know. But that's the outfit I'm wearing today. So this is my backpack. This backpack was from Amazon. It's real leather, and it still smells of real leather. And it's from the brand Kattee, spelled Kattee. This was about £60. I did want to invest in a good backpack because I've been trying a million backpacks and I just couldn't find one that had every sort of compartment that I needed. I'm very fussy when it comes to bags. It has to have these zips on the back of them because I like to have my phone. I've got loads of anxieties around someone stealing my phone, and so I have to either have a hold of it, but if I'm got shopping in my hands or I'm doing something and I don't have pockets, because girls' clothes notoriously never have deep enough pockets, it needs to go in my bag, and I just didn't want it going in a front pocket, so I needed anti-theft pockets. Anyway, so this is the bag. It says it fits a 13-inch laptop. I've got the MacBook Air 2023, I'd like to say, 2023, 2022 MacBook Air 15-inch, like the bigger one that they released, and without a case on it, you can see the corners but it does close quite easily with a laptop in it. I don't know. I've packed this, so just as a disclaimer, I've packed this for tomorrow morning. This is Thursday night, I'm going out tomorrow morning. I'll speak more about it as I'm unpacking my bag to show everybody what's in it, but I have packed it for tomorrow. My bag does change depending where I'm going, but most of the time the same sort of stuff stays in here. Usually I might have another drinks bottle, or I might not have a book with me, or I might have to, whatever, but this is usually how my bag looks on a day-to-day. So we'll start with like what's on the outside of the bag, and then we'll go in that pocket and in the back pockets and in the main compartments. So on the outside, right, this clip, I fangirl over this clip every day and nobody seems to care about this clip other than me. So this brand is Gear Aid, but there is a really good brand, I just don't know the name of it, for this clip. So it's a carabiner. Let me take it off. It's a carabiner. But this carabiner, so you can pull this bit out, and then, so this came really in handy the other day when I was at a cafe with my mum, and the toilets, like the toilet stalls didn't have hooks on the back of the doors to hang. So you do this, and then you can hang it off of anything, and it's got a bit of rubber. It's got a bit of rubber on the end of it, so you can, I haven't got a table in my reach tall enough, but it can hang off of like a McDonald's table, for example, and it won't budge. And I think about this clip in my dreams, like at night when I need like help getting to sleep. If my little sedating medication doesn't do it for me, like I just think of this clip and I sleep like a baby, you know what I mean? Because it brings me so much joy, this clip. And no one seems to care, they just think it's a normal clip. And I also hang my hats. Oh, my hair's gone. I've got helmet hair, helmet hair, if I have to call it. I hang my hats off it. So when I don't want to wear a hat, I just hang it off so I don't lose my hat. My hat's attached to my bag. So like I do gardening. That's what I'm doing tomorrow morning. I do gardening at this community centre Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, and it's for people with mental health issues referred to by my doctor. And I have to kind of just leave my bag kind of just unattended, and like my hat might get blown away. So the fact I can attach it to my bag and not have to shove it in my bag because I keep other things in my bag, really handy. So that's the clip. That's the clip. We're already 7 minutes in and I've only talked about the clip. Now this is my bottle. This is an Awala. I have been won over by Awalas actually. I didn't like them at first. I don't like them because I don't like any of the other colours except this one. So I've got this one and then I've got the matching Stanley style cup of them, but in like the exact same colourway. And everyone's seen Awalas now. It's got a locking thing. It's completely spill proof. This I do need to refill and put in the fridge for tomorrow, but this was what I had today, and it opens like that. You've got a sip, you've got a swig, all fine and dandy. They won me over, they did actually. This is the smaller one. This is the 24-ounce one because it's the only one that'll fit in these little pockets, because the other one wouldn't fit and these don't stretch. Next pocket we've got, so here I have attached, as you can see, what's attached? It's a Pokeball. I'm 26, but there's nothing wrong with adults playing Pokemon. So this is a Pokeball Plus. So I play Pokemon Go, and you can connect this. I also play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu on the Switch, and you can transfer your Pokemons over to that. That's the only reason why I got the game. And I've been playing it since it came out in like 2016. Yeah, I've been on it for nearly 10 years. And so when I'm out, this usually stays on my bag. I do have the Hori charge, is that how it's pronounced? Charging stand for it. So usually when I come home, I'll put it on that. But when I go out, when I've got my bag on my back, I can have this attached to my bag and I can just play it, and then it usually lives in that pocket, like that bottle pocket, which I don't need 2 bottle pockets. So that lives in there, and yeah, I've just put that, it's been on charge all day because I was with my mum today, and so I didn't go out with it today. But when I'm by myself, it helps me because I've got to walk everywhere now. It does help having a vibrating thing in my hand to like focus on, and so I'm not constantly on my phone, and you know, it's just like a poke, and it vibrates, and it's like a tactile thing. I'm not really one for fidget toys per se, but this is kind of like my version of a fidget toy. It's just a lot more, it gives me a lot more sensation than a fidget toy, because like a fidget toy, you've got to put the effort into it to make it go, like, make the things pop and make it spin or whatever. But this vibrates every time it's near a Pokemon, even with the app closed, if you put the settings incorrect. And it's just a nice chunk of plastic. Oh. Is that everything from the front? I do have a zip here, And on the front of it I have, very British, but it's a pound shaped trolley token. So it has a picture of a trolley on the back, and it has a little clip. And I got this from Amazon ages ago, like at the beginning of the year I think, and it just lives on my clip on there. It just lives on my zip, I should say, and it matches the gold of the bag. And so when I go to a supermarket, some supermarkets don't actually need a pound. You just pull the trolley out, or the cart if you're American. But in a lot of British shops, you need to put a pound in. But companies have created like a pound, like a fake pound that has like a little heart on it, and then that goes in to the trolley, so you could release the trolley, and then when you put the trolley back, you usually get your pound or your token back. Anyway, front pocket. So this is kind of where I can access this pocket easily. I can open and close it while it's on my back. So this is where I usually keep my keys and my AirPods and things like that. So we've got the hand sanitizer, which I use every time I touch a door. I'm able to get it out and in my bag without taking my bag off my bag. Because that's the thing with backpacks, it's quite fiddly. But that's why I needed a bag, and I've gone through loads of bags because I have to be able to get to a pocket without taking it off my bag, mainly because of my AirPods, keys and hand sanitizer. This did come with a green hand sanitizer in it. This is a Dettol one. I think I may have got it off Amazon. Can't really remember where it's from, but I refill it. And this one's got a coconut flavour, coconut scented one in it right now. Which is fun. This is my pills. I keep them on me. I have a dosette box in my bedside table where I put my week's supply of like my sedating medication and my anxiety medication and all that. But for the rest of my medication lives in here. I don't like sharing pills on camera because I know it can be triggering. This I've put I've turned the cards around so you can't. There's no information on it, but this is my lanyard. It just says that I've got a disability. It's also got my library card on it. It's also got my bus pass in it as well. This was just a thing. I don't know what to do with it. 6 months free guitar lessons, because I recently got a guitar and it came with it. What else is in here? Paw lip balm. Is that going to focus? There we go. The yellow one. I know they've started selling a red one. I think this was from TK Maxx. Couple of quid. Pack of polos. Got these from church. Church gave these to me, and they gave it to everyone as like this gift bag we got like last week or something. So when I want to suck on a polo, they're mints. For those who don't know what polo is. A pen. This is actually one from my church. Has the Live Church branding on it. They gave me that as well. My AirPods, these are the AirPods Pro 2 with the USB-C thing. They're quite new actually because I sold the other ones and then bought these ones in their place. And it's got the Bellroy black leather case on them. Next, or last in here I think actually, yeah, is my keys. So this is a Bellroy key folio, I think they call it. They like to call things folios. Everything is a folio. And in there I keep my 3 keys. Bottom one is for my mailbox downstairs. The front one is my home, and the back one is my parents' home, which I have a key for. They're going on a trip soon, and I need to feed not their cat. She's not our cat. She's a stray cat that lives in the bottom of our garden, but we've grown quite attached to little Lindy Boone and her 2 remaining children. The other 2 children have been adopted elsewhere and are living full happy lives. And so are the others. We're giving them 3 square meals a day, but they're not technically our cats. But I have to feed them and stuff like that when my parents go on trips. So yeah, and also sometimes, like for the other day, for example, I had a clothing order arriving at my parents' house on Monday. Today is now Friday, and so I had to be at my parents' house at like a certain time on Monday to collect the order because I had the code that I had to give to the delivery driver. My parents weren't in, I had to let myself in. So for instances like that, I have a key to my parents' house. Not into the main compartment yet, Alex. We're going to go into the back compartment. That's what we said, wasn't it? So this bag has 2 what are called anti-theft pockets, which means these sit flush against your back when you've got your bag on your back. I was going to say that round, but it was just the word back twice. So this bottom one, I don't keep much in here. I think I just keep my passport in here. So I keep just my passport for ID. More, I'm not just going on random spontaneous trips. Usually use it as ID because I can get that out easier than I can get my provisional driver's license out. This pocket is where I don't know what this strap is for. I don't know what that's for, so that just stays in there. But in here I keep my phone. I've currently got a burger case on it with the metal ring thing. iPhone 16 Pro. But I only just got it. But I really want that really, really thin iPhone that's just come out as I'm recording this. Like, I think the Apple event was this week, just gone like 2 days ago. But we won't, because we literally just got that phone. So that's the back compartments. Then this is the laptop compartment. The only thing I have in here is my laptop. So I have I don't know what they called it, the Midnight. Was it called Midnight or something? MacBook Air 2023, whichever that one was. Not the recentest one, but the one before that. It's got if it looks funny, it's because it's got a matching plastic case just to protect it from scratches. It is actually scratched beyond belief because this thing like nicks all the paint off it. Like if you put the charger in on that angle, it'll rip the paint off it. Literally, I took paint off it like the day I got it, pretty much. So I just have this on the back and the front protective case on it. It's absolutely dirty, so we're not going to open it. Usually I get a paintbrush to go through these. Just don't have the time anymore, actually, chat. But I will. My cleaning day is now Saturday. It used to be Sunday, but I have church on Sundays now. So it's now Saturday. So that's the back compartment. So the main bulk is in the front compartment, which is split itself into like little compartments, as most bags are. So that's what it looks like. It doesn't open full like clamshell style, but it opens a decent amount. I'm just going to put it here and we'll just... So there's two front compartments here. I don't know if you can see, but there's two front compartments. And then the one, if I'm looking at the bag on the left, I keep Dettol wipes. This is for like tables at like cafes, McDonald's, at the community centre I go to. I have OCD, a germ-based OCD, and I need everything to be clean all the time, just for my anxiety. And then in the same pocket I have a miniature pack of Uno cards. These were originally, they were from a Happy Meal. Let's turn it. It's not a sad meal, Alex, it's a Happy Meal. Tiny pack of Uno cards in case anyone ever wants to play Uno. So that's them. In the other pocket I have my wallet. I do have £3 actually that I'm meant to put in here for tomorrow, because I go to a lunch club at the community centre every Friday, and my mum gave me £3 for lunch. Usually she comes with me, but she's not able to come with me tomorrow. Usually it's like her weekly treat for me is to pay for it for me, but she's not able to go tomorrow because she has been called into work because her work isn't doing great, and she needs to be there or something. There's £1, and then there's £2. It was in I put it in my back pocket where my phone lives. It was in there. So that's going to go in my wallet. I don't usually carry cash. I think I have 50p. I literally have 50p. And then in my wallet I keep obviously all my cards, which I'm not going to show, but I've got my 2 bank cards, my e-hit card, an access card, and many bingo cards because I'm 27 going on 26 going on 76, and my provisional license and travel cards, and then some stamps because I'm 80. That's pretty much all there is to it, actually. I am 80 years of age. I don't know a single other 20-something that carries around stamps and bingo cards and a wallet, but here I am. I exist. That is me. I am she. And so that's the main bulk. Then there's like a zipper pocket in the back of here, and in the back of here I literally just keep feminine products, but like a little wallet of them. So in here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tampons and like little bags which I took from a hotel. You know, the little bags I only took like 10 of them. I didn't take the whole thing, but I took just like a few of them out, the ones that you wrap sanitary products in and put them in the bin, just in case I'm ever out and I don't have any at hand. So that's them, and you'll have to take them. And then the rest is just things that I usually just always keep in my bag, so I'll just pull them out. This is a spray. I keep a spray of sprays at home, but then this is one that I keep out with me in case I just need to. It smells like, what does this one smell like? It reminds me of something that I can't put my finger on. A fresh sea breeze fragrance, so it could be anything that it's reminding me of, couldn't it? But it's called Aqua Angel. This was like £7 from the range in near me. Quite expensive. The other one I got at the same time, this was like £4, and it literally smells exactly the same. Then we've got whatever book I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading The Courage to Be Disliked. I'm also reading The Courage to Be Happy as well, simultaneously, but this is the book I'm taking out with me. Got my little bookmark in it. That's fantastic. What else do we have in here? We've got my DS. I've got the Animal Crossing Happy Home limited edition 3DS, new 3DS, that's the name of the brand. It's not new because they've actually been discontinued. I don't really play Happy Home Designer, I play New Leaf. So that's that. I usually that's something. This is something that I've had in my bag with me. I remember being 60, right, and it was the other DS. It was the Animal Crossing 3DS XL, like the original Animal Crossing one, back in the day. And I had this DS, and I cherished this DS with my whole life. And I took it every single day to college with me. And one day, one of my energy drinks, because I used to take like 3 to college with me because I was a heart attack waiting to happen back in the day, and one of them had split open and flooded the bottom of my bag and broke my DS, and that DS still sits. I was 16, I'm now 26. That DS still sits in my parents' dining room in a cupboard, and we just can't get rid of it. So I cried my eyes out. I was at the train station at the time, my hometown train station. I hadn't got on the train yet, luckily. So I was then blubbering on the phone to my parents because this was my literal lifeline. I played it all the time, like every single moment of every single day. I've obviously got a lot better at finding other things to do and other games to play, and I then became aware of what Minecraft was, and I was like, yeah, there are other games that are not better than Animal Crossing, but they come close. And so my parents went out like that moment and got me a new DS. Like, we went to the shop and then dropped me off at college afterwards with my brand new sparkling DS, because they still sold them at the shop at the time. But like, this was the only thing I ever loved in my life. It was like, I don't know, someone who, I can't even begin to describe the dependency I had on this as a kid. I'd only had my autism diagnosis for about 2 years, and it was something that was really, really hard on me, and I kind of immersed myself into the stupid world of Animal Crossing, to kind of, I don't know, it was just an escape for me. It was like a relief for me. It was everything to me because I didn't really have any friends. My friends were animals on a game. So that's that. So I'm really anxious about keeping drinks in my bag, so they have to go right there. Now, otherwise I'm like, they will explode. And this cost, and I bought this a long time after they'd been discontinued, because I did sell all my GSs when I was going through like a really big minimalism phase. And then I was like, oh, I'll always be able to buy it again. And then Nintendo was like, we're discontinuing them. It was like, the Switch had been out for a while. Like, it wasn't like they weren't replacing one with the other. But I was like, oh no. And so I panicked, because like, what if I never get to play Animal Crossing New Leaf again? Because I'm sorry, New Horizons doesn't hit. It doesn't hit the same way. I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it, but I don't really like it. I've got like a completionist brain. Like, my house on Animal Crossing, like I always have a room dedicated to each furniture set. So I'll have like the fairy set, or the, I forgot what it's called, but the one that you get at the island. And then I've got like the cabinet set, which is also from the island. And I've got the cabin set, and I have a spooky set, and I have all different rooms in different themes, right? And they took away all these themed, like, clothing, but furniture items, and now it's just like decorate it to look cute and aesthetic. I'm like, no. The completionist in me wants everything to look complete, but it doesn't look complete, because if it's just how you vibe, it's never going to be complete, is it? You know what I mean? And that's really what kind of did it for me with that. I don't like it. I'd like it to play and to like be creative, but as a form of like a game to ground me and to help my anxiety, has to be New Leaf. So I did spend an absurd amount of money on, I think my parents paid half of it for me as well, I'm not really too sure. It was a long years ago when I got this, when it was first announced that they were being discontinued, and people decided that they wanted to go on eBay and sell theirs for an extortionate amount of money, because they are now all of a sudden been took off the shelves. So I never let it. I've got the actual charging stand as well, which I also paid a lot of money for, which I got recently, and I'm never letting it go ever again. Here and now, I don't care how, even if I'm so much of a minimalist that I'm going to live in a van, or I'm going to sell everything I own and live out of a bag on a beach in Hawaii, this is coming with me, so that's that. Last but not least, is a bag. This is my newest tote bag. My old newest tote bag was actually a Trader Joe's tote bag. Don't live in America, never been to America, never set foot in a Trader Joe's, never even breathed in the same direction as one, but they're in, and I got one off Vinted, so that would have been in here, but I got this new one now, which I call my happy sad bag, because, well, it's a happy sad bag. It's a happy sad bag. And this is from Paper Chase, and it matches my living room. Do you see any yellow? Well, this makes my hat look not very yellow, but this is the same yellow that's in my bedroom. It's like an accent colour in my bedroom, and I want to hang it off my, when I'm not using it, I want to hang it off my door in my bedroom, just for aesthetic really. And when the next new bag comes along, I do love it actually. Wanted this for a long time, and it was like £10 in Tesco, because Paper Chase did used to be a standalone shop. It was like a stationery shop, and I loved it with every fibre of my being, right? And it closed down a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago I think. I was really sad, but then Tesco's, like a big supermarket chain here in England, bought it, and now they have like little aisles, like little sections of Paper Chase stuff in their shops. And this bag was £10 every time we'd go past it. I was like, I really want that bag, but I could not justify paying £10 for a bag. You know what I mean? Like, I did pay more than £10 for my Trader Joe's bag, just, I think it was like £12. But including postage off Vinted, so that's quite good, and buyer protection, because that's like 90p. But then I realised, and then it went down to £5. Like, oh my god. That was me. That's me without the bag. And then that's me with the bag. And so this now lives in the bottom of my bag for the days when I want to go shopping and I buy more than what I can fit in my backpack. And so then I can carry this home with me. And it's a vibe actually, chat, it's a vibe. I have got into the habit of saying chat. I don't know why, because I'm not a streamer, nor do I even really watch streamers. I watch Ryan, like Ryan Plays The Sims, shout out to you, my love. I watch him, and I watch his lives, but he doesn't, I don't even think he says it. I think he may say it once or twice, like ironically, but I don't know where I've got it from. Like, I think I've just seen it from people posting it ironically, and now I can't stop saying chat. Because I'm not a streamer. Well, I am a streamer, but I haven't streamed in a long time. I do want to get back into it. But I haven't for a long time, so I don't really know where I've got it from. It's really irritating me and everybody around me, because they're like, who's chat? Because the people around me are like 60 plus at the moment, actually, because that's just the people that are around my life right now. So I hope everybody enjoyed. How long was this video? 30 minutes long. That was good timing, wasn't it, chat? But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I've been meaning to get this video out for a while, but I was like, no, we're going to do it tonight. We're going to do it tonight. There's no ifs, no buts. We're going to do it. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video.